Hello, good morning, everybody. Just to bring you a little episode of another trip to Trader Joe's. As usual, this doesn't have anything to do with Trader Joe's. It's just me talking about things that I need to talk about. Today, on a nice and sunny Friday here in Old Torrance. So the theme for today, the extinction of live music in restaurants, or at least the extinction of good live music in restaurants. And that's a problem for me, because I like to see people playing musical instruments live. Sometimes they even have like one guy with tracks and they call it live music. This is karaoke. This is not. I've done it. I know I cannot say that I haven't done it, because sometimes you don't have any other choice. But do I like it? No, I don't like it. I remember those movies in the 20s and 30s that had all these bands, and you walk into a restaurant and there's an orchestra there. In Cuba or in New York, there is a certain feeling you get when you hear a big band, or not necessarily a big band, but an orchestra. That energy is it's not the same when you hear recordings, especially now that the recordings are fixed. I think we're missing that now. So the reason might be inflation, but see, I analyze the inflation and I see that it doesn't really add up, because inflation, it goes at different rates. There's like a percentage of inflation for the food when you go to the supermarket, and it doesn't match with the one that you see in the restaurants. You know, at the restaurants everything is more and more expensive, and then the musicians are still making $100, you know. So inflation, yeah, everything is inflation, but then the musicians' salaries are deflating. So that doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. How can a meal at a restaurant can cost $50 and a wine $10, $12, and then you get the musicians $100. The restaurant should have a budget for the music, like at least, you know, $1,000 on a Saturday night. I don't think that's not gonna hurt. You know, that I don't think it's gonna hurt the place, because you're gonna make maybe $200 on a table. Let's say four people on a table, $50 each. You already made $200 in an hour. And the problem is when you don't pay the musicians well enough, Then you get made up band, in the last minute. And then they don't sound good. So when they don't sound good, oh, that's an excuse. Now, why we have a band if they don't sound good? People don't like them. Yeah, because you're not paying enough. So we can rehearse and compose and practice our music. Let's face it, musician has to study at least 10, 15 years. Your entire life, basically, because you're always learning new stuff. And you gotta adapt, and you gotta learn the tunes, the new tunes, So I don't say that it's a better or worse, but it should be around the same, If a plumber makes $100 an hour, then I should be making $100 an hour. So what are the solutions for this? I think the solution starts with us, with the people of the world, people of America, people of Africa, people of Australia. It starts by asking these places to have live music, I'm not talking about the cafeteria that is like, you get cheap food. I'm talking about the, more expensive, classy restaurant. They still charge you for the meal, but they don't give you a nice band for you to listen to. So ask for it, call the owner, talk to them. It's sometimes they listen. And don't go to those restaurants that are expensive and they don't give you music, live music, because you're supporting this kind of behavior, Just boycott those restaurants. Tell them, hey, we want live music. We want to see old guys playing like Eliseo. I mean, I'm 60 years old, but that's why I'm a good musician. I think I'm a good musician because I have a lot of experience. Been playing since I was 14. If you're gonna go to those restaurants, which I recommend you just don't go, to an expensive restaurant that doesn't give you live music, it's not a good deal. And if you go, at least tell the owner that you want some live music. So I wanted to tell you that I have a few CDs for sale, and now you can just send me a message. I can send it to you at a low price, direct from me. And there's a PayPal me button, so you can pay. And I think I'm gonna, I'll let you know if you're interested. I have the baladas, and I have the prophecy, which is Latin jazz, kind of experimental, progressive, with a bunch of guys. You might know some of them from here, from LA. So let me know if you're interested. Send me an email, and have patience because I cannot. Sometimes I don't check my emails. Wow, it's windy today. This is the first sunny day. Well, we had like a bunch of storms, and now finally we get some sun. That's about it. That's all I have to say. boycott those places if they don't give you live music. And don't let them call a guy with tracks, call it live music. That's not live music.